Hi everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making number 229 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. This one is so beautiful using the crocodile stitch. We are doing a new stitch today in our pattern, making crocodile stitches. So get ready for that. I try to make it as easy and simple as possible to explain to you, and it was a lot of fun to make. The square actually worked up really fast for me. We're basically just doing single crochets in this first 2 rounds, and then we're doing double crochets making little petals in this knit round, and then there are crocodile stitches and then plain stitches. I'll turn this around so you can see plain stitches in the back here. So it worked up pretty fast for me. I'm using 4 different colors today. This is all Red Heart Super Saver yarn, and this is a 10-ply yarn, which is a worsted weight size 4 medium yarn. But you could use a double knitting yarn, which is an 8-ply yarn, or any scraps that you have. I used literally scraps in this project, so you can see that. Also, I'm going to demonstrate this video with an H size crochet hook, which is 5 millimeters. So make sure you have that handy, as well as a yarn needle and a scissor, because we'll be cutting our yarn and sewing in our ends, and these tools come in handy in this whole project when we change color so often. And there are parts in this, even if I don't change color, you still have to fasten off, so those tools will come in handy in this project. This square is called In Full Bloom, and you will find the written pattern available on my website, YARNutopia.com, so make sure you check out that, and you can check out that link. I'll put the link to the written pattern in the description of this video, so you can click that and follow along with the written pattern if the video, for whatever reason, might get a little confusing for you. Also, there's a link to my Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to share your photos of today's square on Facebook and Instagram. And on Instagram, be sure to hashtag 365 days of granny squares and hashtag YARNutopia so I can see your square. We have so many in the hashtag list that is so fantastic. And for those of you who are just joining us, make sure you do that as well, so we can keep seeing all of our granny squares in that hashtag. You can also follow me on Snapchat, and make sure you subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. Oh, by the way, this square turned out to be 6 inches, about 6¼ inches, which is about 16 centimeters. So that is the measurement for today's square. And lastly, I want to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make these videos with us. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos. So like I said, subscribe to our channel so you can get that update on when he posts our next video. So let's get started and make number 229 granny square. Let's start out with a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end, then fold this down and pull this one through and pull tight. Insert your hook and we can start. So to start off, we need to chain 5. So yarn over and pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to slip stitch into the 5th chain from the hook. So the loop on the hook doesn't count, so count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right in here, we're going to go in. Okay, we're going to yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, now we're going to still work into that chain that we just slip stitched into. We're going to chain 4. So yarn over and pull through 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're going to go back into that chain that we just slip stitched into. We're going to go back into there and slip stitch again. So yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, and we're going to do that 2 more times. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to go back into that same chain, go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. And one more time, yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, so there's round 1. We've got 4 chain 4 spaces. Okay, then we're going to slip stitch into the first chain 4 space. So go into this space right here, yarn over, pull through, and then chain up 1. So yarn over and pull through. Okay, now in each chain 6 space around, we're going to put 6 single crochets in each one. So go in to this one, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's 1, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 2, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 3, this is 4, 5, and 6. Okay, then hop to the next chain 4 space right here and put 6 single crochets in there. And then just put 6 single crochets in those last 2, and then I will meet you up at the end of round 2. We'll go right into round 3. Once you have your 6 single crochet in each space around, you want to slip stitch to the first single crochet right here. If you need to, count back 24 single crochets and then just slip stitch in that last one there. Right in here, go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Now, if you're not changing color, slip stitch into the very next stitch like this, and then chain up 1 and go on to round 3 with me. But I'm actually going to change color, so I'm going to go back here. Okay, we slip stitched into this first stitch, and then to fasten off, if you're changing color, you can fasten off here. So chain 1 and cut your yarn, pull that through and pull it tight. This next round, you want to start, if you see there's 6 single crochets, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We want to start in the second single crochet of that grouping, okay? The second single crochet on the right hand side. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to start in the second single crochet of a grouping, okay? So I'm just going to start right here since my hook is in there already, and I'm going to grab a new color, hook that on my hook, and pull that through. And then, like I said, chain up 1, and then single crochet into the same stitch. So go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a single crochet, just like we did single crochets in round 2. Then we're going to chain, let's see here, we're going to skip 2 of the stitches, and we're going to chain 2, so yarn over, pull through, 1 and 2, skip these next 2 stitches right here, so 1, 2, and we're going to single crochet into the next. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so there's a chain 2 space. Then we're going to continue doing that, so chain 2, skip the next 2 stitches, and single crochet in the next. Okay, and just do that all the way around. So chain 2, skip the next 2 stitches, and single crochet in the next. Okay, so just do that all the way around, and at the end of this round you should have 8 spaces, 8 chain 2 spaces. So I'll meet you up at the end of this round and we'll go on to round 4. When you're finishing round 3, you just want to chain 2 and then slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round. So go in to this chain, or this single crochet, yarn over, pull through, and through. Now, I'm not going to change color for round 4, so I'm just going to go right into it. If you want to start, if you're changing color, you want to start in a chain space that's right above one of these loops. Okay, you see this loop right here? You want to start in a chain space above it, right in here. Okay, so I'm just going to slip stitch into there, yarn over, pull through, and then chain up 1, and then single crochet into the same space. Okay. Then we're going to slip stitch into the next space, so go into this next space, yarn over, pull through, and now we're going to chain up 1, okay, and now we're going to put 3 double crochets into this space here. So yarn over, go into this space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a double crochet. So again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And one more time, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then you can kind of scoot these over because we're going to have a bunch of stitches in here actually. So you're going to scoot these over, you want to put a slip stitch in here, so go in, yarn over, pull through, and there makes a mini petal. Then we're going to chain up 1, Okay, we're going to put 3 more double crochets into the same space. So I'm kind of scooting this over so I have room. Yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So 1, 2, and 3-ish is almost there. 3, there we go. Okay, and then we want to slip stitch back into there. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, and we want to do 1 more petal in there, so chain up 1, and then put 3 more double crochets into this space. So 1, 2, and 3. And then slip stitch back into the same space, so go down in there, yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, then we want to, let's see here, slip stitch in the next chain space. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and through, chain 1, and single crochet in there. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we want to hop to the next chain space right here and slip stitch. And then we're going to repeat what we just did. So chain 1, put 3 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3. Then slip stitch in there. Okay, then chain 1. Slide these over a little bit so you have some room. Put 3 more double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3. Then slip stitch in the same space and chain 1 and put 3 more double crochets in there, all in that same chain 2 space. It is going to get crammed, but it'll look great in the end. So then just slip stitch back into that same space, then slip stitch, slip stitch in that same space, then slip stitch into the next space, and then chain 1 and single crochet in there. Okay, then again repeat. So slip stitch into the next space, chain 1, make your petals. If you need to, you can follow along with the written pattern or rewind this to see what I did in this one. Make these petals. You're going to make petals in this one, then single crochet in this one, and then make petals in this one. And then I'll show you how to slip stitch to the beginning and fasten off. And then we'll go on to round 5. Alright, when you make your last slip stitch into this space with these petals, then you want to slip stitch into the first space where the single crochet is. Go in there, yarn over, pull through, and through. And then slip stitch into the single crochet. The very first single crochet of this round, go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. And now, regardless, well, I think if you're not changing color, you actually could just chain up 7 right here and go on to the next round. But I'm going to change color. So I'm going to chain 1 and cut this yarn, pull it all the way through and pull tight. You want to start this next round in a single crochet. So yeah, if you were not changing color, you could have just chained up 7 and gone on to round 5. But going into round 5, we want to start in a single crochet. So you have 4 options: this one, this one, this one, or this one on this side. Okay, so I'm just gonna go right where we fastened off, though it's much easier, and I'm right there anyway. And I'm gonna grab a new color. I'm going to hook that on my hook and pull that through. And then I'm going to chain up 7. So yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And what that counts as is the first 3 chains count as our first double crochet, and the next 4 chains count as our chain 4 space. Then we're going to single crochet in the middle petal over here. So skip this petal, go into this petal right here. You can see there's 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. Go in the second one, the middle one right here. Go in, we're going to single crochet. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Then we're going to chain 4. So yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to hop to the next single crochet, so right over here. We're going to double crochet in there. So yarn over, go into the single crochet, right here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, so there's what we're going to repeat now. So we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to hop to the middle petal of this next grouping here in the second double crochet, so it's a very middle one right here. Go in with your hook, then yarn over, pull through, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, and just repeat. So chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then double crochet into the single crochet between the petals. Okay, and then just chain 4 and single crochet in the middle petal and repeat. So do that all round, and then I'll meet you up at the end of round 5. We'll go on to round 6. When you're finishing this round, you want to slip stitch to the 3rd chain of this beginning chain 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, the 3rd chain right here. Go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Okay, so there is round 5. Now, it might look a little wonky right now, but round 6 will straighten this out a little bit. I'm not going to change color. If you are changing color, just slip stitch into a chain 4 space. Okay, so probably in this one because I'm just going to slip stitch in there and not change color. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. And then we're going to chain up 3. So yarn over and pull through 1, 2, and 3. And in the same space, we're going to put 5 double crochets. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So that's this round is just going to have all double crochets. So that was 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now the repeat is where we're at now. So we're going to actually, once you hit a single crochet right here, we're going to chain 3 and skip over that single crochet. So 1, 2, and 3. Hop to the next chain 4 space and put 6 double crochets in that space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to skip over this double crochet here and put 6 double crochets into this next chain 4 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we're at a single crochet, so remember what I said, just skip over that but chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's our corner. So then we're just going to repeat what we did on this side for this side and each side around. So put 6 double crochets and then in each chain 4 space. When you get to a single crochet though, make sure to chain 3 and skip over that single crochet. And then I'll just meet you up at the end of this round. Alright, when you're finishing this round, you just want to put 6 double crochets in the last space here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then slip stitch to your beginning chain up 3 right here. 1, 2, 3, go into the top, yarn over, pull through, and through. Now, regardless if you're changing color or not, just fasten off here. So chain 1 and cut this yarn, pull it through and pull tight. I won't be changing color, so I'm just going to continue on working with this. What you want to do now is start in a double crochet before a chain 3 corner space. Okay, so we're going to start in this double crochet and we're actually going to turn our work toward us like this, okay, and we're going to put our hook into the chain up 3 and then around that first post like that, and we're going to hook on our yarn, okay, pull it through. And this is where we're making our crocodile stitches. So we're actually going to be working opposite. So usually we work around this way, like counterclockwise. We're going to work that way, back clockwise, okay? So we're going to chain up 3. So yarn over, pull through 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to put 4 double crochets around this post. So you can see why I turned it toward me like this, sideways, because we're going to work around this post. So yarn over, go around this post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, go around the post. This is 2, 3, and 4. But essentially it looks like there's 5 because that chain up 3 counts as a stitch. Okay, so you can see here that it's around that first double crochet post. So now we're going to make the top, we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. Now we're going to turn this around, okay, flipping it like this. And we're going to work around the very next double crochet right here, and we're going to work down this post right here. So we're going to grab it, we're going to yarn over, go in from this side, okay, kind of like a front post double crochet stitch, and we're going to make 5 of those around it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this so you can see that you've made your first crocodile stitch, just like that. And you want to make sure that that top is pointed, just like that. Looks great. We'll have to obviously sew in this end a little later, but now we're going to chain 1, so yarn over and pull through 1. We're going to skip the next 3 stitches, so 1, 2, and 3. That's going to take me to my chain up 3 from this previous round, but it might take you to a different stitch there, but it'll take you to the last stitch in this grouping. See, there's 6 double crochets in this grouping, so we use the first 2. We're going to skip the middle 3, and we're going to use the last one. And then we're going to use the first one of the next round. Okay, so we're going to work over these 2 middle stitches. So what we're going to do is turn this around, and we're going to work up this post right here. Okay, and we're going to make 5 double crochets around it. So yarn over, go in from this side, okay, making 5 double crochets up this post. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so there's 5 double crochets around that post. We're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, turn this around and work over the very next stitch, working down the stitch, down the post. We're going to put 5 double crochets around there. So yarn over, go in from this side. It's basically 5 front post double crochets around this stitch, going down the stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then chain 1. Then we're going to skip 3 stitches, so 1, 2, 3. There's 2 stitches left on this row right here. Okay, so we're going to work over this first one right here, and we're going to work up this post. We're going to put 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and turn this around just like this, and work down this last post on this side. We're going to work 5 double crochets around there. Oops, double crochets. So yarn over, go into the chain 3 space around this post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so I'm going to flatten this out so you can see our first side is complete. Okay, you can kind of position your chain 2 spaces to make points, just like that. So there's 3 of your crocodile stitches. So now what we're going to do, since we're down here in the corner, you can see there's a single crochet right down here. Okay, right there. We're going to go into that single crochet from the back of it, just like this, and then make a single crochet, I believe. Let me just check my pattern real quick. Skip 3 stitches, chain 2, single crochet. Yep, single crochet into the single crochet. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, and that was a stitch from round 5. That was that single crochet in the corner from round 5. So now we're going to go right into this next post, working up this post. Okay, you can see this post right here. We're going to work up this post, working 5 double crochets. Okay, so we're at the bottom of it right now. Okay, so yarn over, go into the chain 3 space, around this post, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then just chain 2, 1, 2, turn this around and work down this very next post, working 5 double crochets, and just repeat what we did on the first side. So then skip 3 stitches, make your crocodile stitch over the next 2 stitches, then skip 3 stitches, make your crocodile stitch on the last 2 stitches on this side, and then single crochet to that single crochet in the corner at the very bottom of it. Make sure you chain 1 after your crocodile stitches too. So chain 1, then skip these 3, okay, and then make your next crocodile stitch. And in the crocodile stitch, when you make 5 double crochets up a post, then make sure to chain 2 and then go down the next post. Okay, but like I said, you could follow along with the written pattern, or you could just rewind this video to see what I did on that first side and the first corner. And then just repeat that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up at the end of this round and we'll go on to round 8. Alright, when you make your last crocodile stitch and you come back to the beginning, we first off have to single crochet into this single crochet from round 5. So go in, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and now we're going to slip stitch to the beginning chain up 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Right in here, go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. And now, regardless if you're changing color or not, fasten off. So chain 1, cut that yarn, pull it through, pull it tight. We can sew that in a minute, but this is what it should look like. You can kind of manipulate your crocodile stitches to make them pointed all the way around and flat. Okay. So this is what it looks like. Now you can see on the back side, we are going to work on this back side. So you can decide if you want to turn your work around and work working back on the back side. This next round is very simple. It's just a double crochet round and working in our corners here. So we're working in the stitches from round 6, okay, that we are back here. So I'm going to work looking at it like this though, and I'm going to change color, and I'm going to flip this forward so you can see the chain 3 corner space right here. We're going to go into that, yarn over with the new color, pull it through, and then chain up 3. So let me get my yarn all situated here. Okay, so chain up 3. 1, 2, 3, and in the same space we're going to put a double crochet, then we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and put 2 more double crochets into that same space, 1 and 2. So now we're back to working clockwise on our work. Okay, then you can see back here are our stitches from round 6. We're going to work a double crochet into the next 12 stitches, or in each stitch across. So if you need to, count 12, yarn over, go into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay, then 7, 8, 9, move this forward so you can see your last 3 stitches here, 10, 11, and 12 is right here. Okay, then we're at the next chain 3 corner space right here, so we're going to put 2 double crochets, then we're going to chain 2, and then we're going to put 2 more double crochets in there. And then we're just going to repeat. So put a double crochet in the next 12 stitches working behind the crocodile stitches. So just double crochet in each stitch across. And then in the corners put 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. And just do that, and then we'll meet you up for round 9. Alright, when you're finished with this round, you just want to slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, right in here. Just insert your hook, and then yarn over and pull through and through. Now, in this next round, you want to start it in a corner. So you could fasten off here and change color and just start in a corner, but I'm not going to change color. I'm just going to slip stitch into this next stitch. Okay, and then into this corner right here, and then chain up 1. So yarn over and pull through. Now in the corner, we're going to put 3 single crochet. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Oh, and also this round you could substitute. You could do half double crochets or double crochets, but I'm going to do single crochets. So we're going to put 3 single crochets in there. So that was 1. Go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. That's 2. Go back in for a 3rd. And then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and put 3 more single crochets into that corner. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now we're going to single crochet into the very next stitch right here. Go into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And now in this round we're going to be pinning down our crocodile stitches. So in this very next stitch, we're going to go into the chain 2 space of our crocodile stitch and into the very next stitch back here from round 8. So go in to both layers, okay? Then yarn over and pull through both layers, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. So now we've pinned that down. Then we're going to continue working in the next 5 stitches here. We're just going to put a single crochet in the next 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now in this next one, we're going to pin down this next crocodile stitch. So we're going to go into the chain 2 space of that, then go into the next stitch right here. Okay, we're going to yarn over and pull through both of those layers, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops, just like that. So that's pinned down. Then single crochet into the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, oh, I'm sorry, 6 stitches. Sorry about that, 6 stitches. And there should be 2 stitches left on this row. We're going to pin down this next one right here, go into this chain 2 space and into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And then we're going to single crochet into the last stitch on this side, just like that. Then in the corner, we're putting 3 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then 3 more single crochets. So you might have to scoot these over a little. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then just repeat. So I'm going to put a single crochet in the next stitch, then pin down this next stitch, this next petal here, go into the chain 2 space of that petal, go into the very next stitch from round 8, yarn over, pull through both, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then single crochet in the next 5 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and pin down the next crocodile stitch in the next stitch. Okay, going through both layers there. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Then we're going to single crochet into the next 6 stitches until there's 2 stitches left on this side. Okay, right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then pin this next crocodile stitch down, just like that, and then single crochet in the last stitch on this side, and then make your next corner. So just repeat that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up when we're about to fasten off. Okay, when you're finished with this round and tacking down all of your crocodile stitches, you want to slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round. Okay, so not this chain of 1 right here, but actually into the first single crochet, yarn over, pull through, and through. And then we can fasten off. So chain 1, cut your yarn, pull that all the way through and pull it tight. You could go on to doing like another round if you wanted to do single crochets. You could totally do that. Just single crochet in each stitch, or double or half double. You could do a solid stitch around if you wanted to border this out, but I'm going to sew in this end just like this underneath all the stitches. You can even go back to secure it, and then cut any extra you've got in there. Perfect. So there you go. So you may need to block this square if it's a little wonky for you, and if these crocodile stitches kind of are like folding up like this, you can easily just press them down and manipulate them to make them look fabulous. But there it is. Number 229 Granny Square is complete. Thank you so much for watching and learning how to make this fabulous square. Share your photos on the Facebook and on Instagram. Make sure to hashtag 365 Days of Granny Squares. And don't forget that in the corner here of this video, you can support us in any way you can so we can keep bringing you crochet tutorials. Thanks again for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and as always, happy hooking!